I remember that day. I was at the office in a meeting. I didn't listening what they were talking about because I was thinking about what my friend told me one day earlier. She said that, "You've been so critical lately." Actually, that was the only thing she noticed. The only thing that anyone noticed. They didn't see that I was in pain. My whole body was in pain. I had a depression and I was totally burned out. I didn't see it myself either. How did I get to this point? Well, most of my life I've been living like others, like I'm supposed to live. At that point, I was working a lot. I had a very nice career, a very interesting job, lots of do, big money, a new apartment, a new car, lots of events, people. I had everything. No, I didn't. I didn't have myself. And that day at the office was the first time when I felt that this is not my life. I don't want this life. There must be another way. And I made a decision. And after that, everything changed. I left this job. I took a year off. I didn't know how I will manage, but I trusted that I will. I started to look after myself and starting to get to know myself. Who am I? What I want and what I think. After that decision, I made many irrational decisions, maybe for others, but they're important to me. A couple of years ago, when I started my coaching business, I had two big fears. What will others think if I suddenly now post and be active on social media and talking about my ideas and my knowledges? And the second of me speaking English. Because I felt that my English is not enough, I'm not perfect. So do I seem professional enough? Well, it turned out that everybody understood me and they wanted to listen to me. So have you ever thought that what others think? Ever in your life? And maybe this thought had crossed your mind today even. Thank you for your honesty. Well, what others think is one of the main obstacles that hold people back from speaking up and sharing their ideas and stepping onto the stage and living their life and changing their life. But why affects us so much? For the expert says that it's an evolutionary adaptation. We needed to be in tribes to survive. Even though we don't need tribes today to survive, we still need other people because we are social animals. Our happiness depends on the quality of our relationships. But putting too much energy and worrying about what others are thinking can be really harmful for your self-esteem, your self-image, your mental health, and also to your life. Well, I made a little research back home before I came here. I asked people, what would you do, like right away, if you didn't let anyone's opinions affect you? And here are some answers. I would leave my job. I would work less. I would ask for money for my job. I would create my own webinar. I would start a podcast. I would share my opinion. I would set boundaries with my family. I would wear those clothes that I like, not the ones that my mom likes. I would go skinny dipping. So who are these others and how many of them are there? Do you know their names? From my experience, the others are actually me. I am my own worst critic, and probably so are you. Once I started to focus on myself, on my passion and on my message and the message I want to share with the world, the others disappeared. So the question is not what others are thinking, but what do you think? What do you think about yourself, about your life, I was in front of the mirror one day, and I looked total mess. My hair was messy, and my sweater hung somehow on my body, and I was like, what would her ex think about that? And I said, wait, stop it. What do I think about that? And I looked in the mirror and, well, it's kind of cute. I have a day off. I have nothing to do at the moment. Nobody's home. I think it's cute. I like it. From that day on, I always ask myself, do I like it? Or what do I think? Yeah, there are sometimes others who are seemingly limiting us, but it's all in my head. What others think is usually the main problem also for my clients. Addition to I'm not enough. I had one client, she's a doctor, and she was about to give her first speech at the conference. So she had only 45 minutes, but we were preparing her speech. He had the material like 3 or 4 hours long. I said, you have to cut out the most of it. Take 3 most important things, like 3 most important things you want to share. And you can't leave this stage without telling those things. And she couldn't. And I asked her, why? Why you want to give everything away? And she said that, I don't know, what will others think if I don't share enough? Or am I even enough professional then? She did really good talk, 45 minutes. But there are actually people who are afraid of coming on stage or share their thoughts. Or there are actually people who are thinking that this is worse than bungee jumping. Yeah, my friend, she has done bungee jumping and she said this is worse. But how can head first jumping to the ground be easier than coming onto the stage? You just have to focus to your message, do passion, and do your thing, like when you're bungee jumping. And when you come here, totally authentic, totally you, sharing your stories and ideas, it's easy. It really is. Once your passion grows bigger than your fear, then the fear just gives up. And I have realized that the deeper connection I have with myself, the more the others disappear. So I can't say that I don't care about others at all, because it's not true. But I care about myself. So how can you really focus on things that really matters on life and on stage? Well, the key word is focus. You have heard this word today many times. Focus to your passion, to your message, to your life. Think of it as a flashlight. The flashlight only has one beam. It can light up only one direction. Where your lightning and direction goes, the audience focus goes. Where your focus goes on life, the life goes. So next time, when you're questioning yourself, what will others think of 2 things. What do I want to really focus on? And do I like it? Because there are no others, just only you. Your message, your passion, and your heart's desire. Thank you.